Alright, everybody here?
I can't even make farting noises.
It works. Alright, here we go. Last time, as our heroes picked through the dragon horde laying before them, they elected to spend the evening in the dwarven stronghold before heading up to the surface to inform the gnomes of Sector 1 of what happened below. While they slept, however, strange lights started filling the cobalt holes throughout the throne chamber that they were sleeping in. And as Violet and Aoi were waking their companions, something attempted to enter the young shifter girl's mind. With aid from her mother, Violet pushed the presence out from her, revealing the entity to be an ancient ghost. The frightening presence of the spirit caught Rin off guard, and as she visibly aged once more in front of her companions, she lost control of her power, and as great shining wings sprouted from her back, a whirlwind of angels and holy energy destroyed the ghost. With the young, now older, woman struggling to get herself under control, our heroes were then approached by more dwarven spirits from within the stronghold, who gave them a warning. Don't trust those trying to save Edoria. Sensing their welcome was wearing out underground, the party made their way back topside to inform the administrator of their success. In Sector 1, several members of the group elected to head back to the bar to clean up, while Aoi went to shop and get her items appraised. Rin, fed up with her new form and the fact that everything keeps messing with her fucking age, tried to find help in the local temple of Kelleray, but with no luck. In the end, it took a heartfelt prayer and a special visit from Damas himself to break the curse on her and return her to her normal age. After meeting with the administrator of Sector 1 and arranging for the newly acquired gold to be taken care of, our heroes finally managed to get a little rest. Devlin appraised all the items they had found except for Brad's, who wanted a special appraisal session with the gnome. Later that evening, strange noises could be heard coming from Brad's room, gathering the attention of his companions, and raised even more questions when similar noises could be heard coming from Rin's room later. Now, as our heroes awake in the morning, they gather their provisions and head out towards their next destination in the Silver Sands.
Interesting.
Okay. So after all the excitement from the evening before, everyone managed to get some rest. Sybil, let me roll something for you real quick.
Oh.
That's always a good sign.
Start off with a bang.
Can I start a day with full HP once?
Never.
Now with that attitude.
When you woke up in the morning, you shoot up in your bed and you're thinking, oh fuck, salt! That was a bad idea. But you actually feel rested.
So it was a great idea.
Apparently, it worked.
What'd you shoot up with? Lol.
Doing alright, buddy?
I feel great.
Okay, better than usual.
I think I actually slept. Is this a dream? Or are you fucking with me?
Yes, it's all a dream.
Why would you say that when it's not? I pinch myself.
It hurts. You're awake.
I wake up and go downstairs.
Okay. Find your way down to the bar. Everyone else, what are you doing this morning?
Is this the
Getting
guacamole
ready?
place?
Oh.
I'm getting
What?
breakfast and my provisions that are pre-ordered.
Okay.
Yeah, is this the guacamole place?
This is the guacamole place.
Go get some guacamole.
It's guacamole time.
It's cactus guac. This cactus being a rather unusual ingredient for guacamole, but it's actually extremely good. I think of it less like guacamole and more like salsa verde.
Salsa verde. Ooh.
Ron, you head downstairs. The chef is working on your provisions. You said you wanted 7 days worth or 3?
I wanted 5.
Wanted 5 days. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He does fix you up like some not very fancy rations, a little bit of dried meat, throw some pickled eggs in there. Enough, just basic stuff to sustain you for at least 5 days.
Yep. And of course I refill my water skins and water containers.
If anybody wants to do that, they'll do that for you.
Yes.
Who's drawing on my map?
See, that's why I had to put that API. If people stop drawing.
How many levels does this place go up to?
Question. Maybe you look into that later. So everybody's ready for the D. You go down to the bar, got all your provisions, breakfast is fed to you, water skins are filled if you want. Anything in particular you guys want to do or discuss this morning?
I think the plan was to head to the sector, right? That supposedly has the communication issues.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's
that
correct.
was what was agreed on. If I remember, they were saying it was like a two and a half day travel time.
Is it like first thing in the morning, like right now?
Yeah, it is. It's still really, really early. We'll say it's probably about 6:30 in the morning right now.
Jeez.
Sun is just barely coming up at this point.
Does anyone have anything they have to do, or can we leave early? Because I hate this place.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Nope.
Is our guy down here with us? Or?
Yeah, he's down there drinking coffee.
All right, I guess we're ready when you are.
And you guys really don't plan for shit, do you?
Now we're more like play as it lies group.
What's the point of planning when it's just gonna go wrong anyway?
Fair enough.
Better just go with the flow.
And a lot of that happens around here anyway, so kinda can't blame you. Alright, well, I got new fuel cells in the caravan. It's about a day and a half, 2-day journey to get to Sector 4 from here, based on the coordinates, if it's even there. Of course it should be. They're under emergency protocol, so they shouldn't be moving.
Let's ride.
So
After you guys get everything packed up, I think those of you said you wanted, there was a couple of like mundane provisional things that you wanted, arrows, and you had some stuff that you wanted to get.
Yeah, I sent you that list of things I wanted.
And you do manage to find all that stuff. Stuff that they would have around the mining town anyway, so it's not like it'd be that hard to scrounge it together. So you do manage to find all that stuff. Ron, did you say you wanted to refill your arrows also?
No, my arrows are good. I just wanted provision or rations.
Just rations, okay. Yeah. Yep, Devlin has the caravan parked outside. Guess you'll just have to walk out to it.
Fine, then I will.
How far away from the sector is it?
It's not too far from the front hatch. It's probably about, let's say, 60 or 70 feet away.
No obvious like ballast or anything hanging out around it. Like we're good, we're clear.
Roll perception. Actually, no. I take that back. It's not that close. It's further out because this was rocky terrain. I forgot about that. So it's probably gonna be.
You still want me to roll perception, right?
Yeah, still roll perception, but it's probably gonna be a little bit of a walk for you guys to actually get there. So he won't have actually had the crystals in it yet. So he has a small pouch slung over his back. You do see two basilisks that seem to be kind of working their way through the rocks as you guys are traveling along.
Can we wait those guys out, or what? Like, how long is it going to take for them to pass through?
That's up to y'all.
I'll ask our guide that question.
I don't know. I don't really know basilisks that well. They probably looking for food. They look like they're hungry.
Do you see a route we can take without having to like mix it up with them?
I think we might be able to go through these rocks over here just a little bit. It's gonna take a little longer to get there.
Okay, sounds good. Remember, don't look at the basilisks are the things you can't look at, right? I asked the rest of lead the way.
Good input, guys. Anyway. Let's see. I need... Let's go ahead and do a group stealth check.
Give me my character sheet. Damn you, game.
You need everybody to do a stealth check?
Hold on, I gotta restart. It won't give me my character sheet.
I don't know why it's double rolling again.
Probably just lag.
You're a lag.
Alright, now that I reloaded it, it's gonna be a shit roll. Hey, never mind.
Oh, okay. Need Ren. What's the last one?
Secret Agent Bear.
Oh, my shit closed. Hold on, I gotta reopen. Roll 20 for some reason.
Roll 20's got an update coming up, so I wouldn't be surprised if we got issues.
You're patching tonight.
And now it doesn't want to let me back in. Nope, there it goes. It's just being retarded. Don't worry.
I
God,
think it's operator error being retarded.
I mean, no, I'm always retarded. You know, just the additional part that's a problem. There's your 9.
It's always you two. So Brad and Ren,
We've been discovered again.
while you two are trying to sneak past these basilisks as they seem to be like sniffing around for food, you see them kind of, Ren, you see them kind of like shuffling through a couple of like thin brush.
I'm not looking.
Maybe looking for a rabbit or something. Yeah, you're not looking them directly in the face, obviously, but one of them kind of lifts its head and you see it kind of sniff around and you hear as it turns toward you, and at that time, Violet, you pick up a rock, throw it the other direction, and they scamper off after it.
Start shaking my head. Kind of put my finger up to my lip as to be quiet.
Is that finger covered with honey?
I plead the fifth.
Probably. Anyway. So you managed to gain their attention, but they're obviously still in the area, so that path is probably still not safe. But with those nat 20s, you do negate the bad rolls from those other two. So,
Thank you.
it was a group check, so that helped. Yeah, so you're all taking the next road over. Let me change the music because this is not good. Desert music.
Yeah, I don't like cattle music.
This is bar music. What the hell, Brad?
How do you have that if you're can only see in colors or smell colors? I'm sorry.
Just like
Brad, are
rolling
you doing okay over there?
Just like rolling that.
You rolled a D100.
Is that a -7?
Yeah.
Do we have to explain this every time?
Yes.
No.
Have we explained when somebody has to roll against that if we're actually making them roll it?
It's not a thing, and no
it's
one's
not
ever
a
rolling
thing.
against that.
No, it's not
Oh,
a
come
thing.
on.
It's not
What
a
if it's
thing.
20s? It's gonna 20 eventually.
It's a joke. It's not real.
You mean it's gonna nat 13, not 20?
Yes. Yeah.
No one is ever rolling against the all-seeing eyes. It's never happening. Anyway, so as you all are walking, the road here is a little more rough. Obviously, this is not the main path that they've been taking to get out into the desert. So there's a lot more brush and things like that. Who is in front right now?
I can take the front. I got a passive perception of 15.
I will need a survival check from you. You will get help from Devlin since he knows the way.
He don't need it.
Neuron, as you're moving forward through some of this thicker brush that's covering over this pathway, obviously it's like, dry brush. Pretty easy to see through. However, there are thorns. It's, it kind of grabs at your pants while you're walking through. Not a very comfortable situation, for sure. You do notice a snake up ahead, but it slithers off before it even notices you guys. But for the most part, you're able to stay on the trail with no issue. And you do manage, I'll say as well, to clear away some of the brush so it doesn't harm anyone else that's passing behind you. So, blaze a little bit of the trail there.
Yeah, we don't need dresses being ripped.
You swing the other way? Good talk.
And what do you mean by that comment?
I don't know. Just usually people aren't that generous.
Usually not, but I'm in a party with a couple of vain bitches.
I mean, besides, even if he did, would that be so wrong? Anyway, Caravan's up here.
As you finally make your way out of the rock outcroppings that you've been traveling through, it was a little bit of a hike to get out of the rocky area where the caravan has come up, or not the caravan, where Sector 1 has popped up. Probably, say it's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning now. You guys were traveling probably hour and a half, 2 hours. But eventually you do make your way to the miniature-sized brass beetle that's gleaming in the sunlight at this point.
Devlin, do you have to do anything to this thing before we go?
Yeah, I gotta fuel this thing up. You guys want to watch out while I pop these suckers in there?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want perception or just pass
Whoever wants to keep primary watch.
I'm gonna find me a nice little hidey spot
Yeah, I'll
to
look
keep
around.
watch from.
I don't keep watch for anything because I roll bad.
Can I actually like use Binks as like to see through his eyes, like since he has a better point of view?
Yeah, sure.
Roll my own.
Roll your own and plus 3 from him, I believe it is. So 18? Yeah, not bad. Naran, you do manage to find a nice rock that you could hide behind with some bushes on it where, you feel pretty well hidden. Tybalt, you send Binks up into the air to just kind of look around a little bit, survey the area just to make sure that there's no, like, wildlife or anything coming your way. Definitely no more giant birds. Let's see. There's like some rocks that seem to be moving like way down there.
Since I'm seeing through his eyes, would I notice if there were like elementals or anything?
I'd say roll Arcana with advantage.
I don't know why I did that, but 14.
Yeah, the 14 works though. Yeah, you fought one before. You know what Earth Elementals look like. Looks like a small one. However, as he's looking around, he does seem to notice some dust moving up behind these things. There might be more than one.
About how far away?
They look probably about a half a mile away. They are moving in your direction, but not very quickly.
Definitely got to hurry that up. Looks like we have some Earth Elementals coming this way.
Ah, crap. All right. Yeah, it shouldn't take me too much longer.
All right, I'll keep an eye on them. I want to continue to track them, obviously. Also, do I see where the 2 basilisks went?
Roll me another perception check. Nope.
Uh-oh. Basilisks are gone. They're invisible.
Dislike.
Naran is stealth. Nobody else. Everybody else is just standing out in the open right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep watch.
You're keeping your eyes on the Earth Elemental, so you're tranced out through banks right now.
Explain like the environment right now.
It is kind of a rocky, sandy area. You're on the outskirts of the actual desert of the Silver Sands. There's several like large stone outcroppings that seem to kind of make the foothills of the nearby mountains.
Is there like a big boulder where we're at or something?
There is. Where the caravan is, there is like right in front of you, there kind of makes into a V, and then it shoots up into a small mesa. Not like overly large, probably about, I'd say 60 feet high. And then there's also several large boulders that are just kind of placed around in the area. And we're... Go ahead.
Can I take cover around there?
Roll shield.
There's no one watching the guy watching the Earth Elemental.
Well, I mean, we took like a collective watch, but the DM declared he wanted a primary, so I can't help you. Don't that one.
Naran is kind of watching your back there, Tybalt. Yeah, Naran, you do see some lizard-like creatures seem to be kind of creeping up behind him as he's tranced out.
How far away is Tybalt from me?
From you, he's probably about 10 feet away from your hiding spot.
I reach down and I grab like a small pebble.
Okay.
And I toss it at him.
A Tybalt?
Yeah, you said he's tranced out, can't see the creatures crumbing up from behind him, right?
Roll to hit. Tybalt, what's your AC?
19.
So you missed him, and it pings off the actual caravan right next to Devlin's head. Ah, damn it! Who's throwing rocks? Tybalt, you do hear the ping, and Devlin turns around just in time to see.
Does it snap me out?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I'd like to be snapped out.
Okay. You snap out, and where you? Oh, buddy.
What's going on here?
What just happened?
It sounded like you asked somebody something, and
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
kinda-
well, you said you tranced, or you snapped out of your trance. I was asking where you were looking.
Yeah, you kind of cut out there at the end.
Sorry.
Wherever the pebble was coming from.
You were looking where the pebble, like where it hit.
Yeah.
As you look forward, you see Devlin, who, as soon as he turns around, he is immediately, like, frozen. He stops moving.
Oh no.
Is he like stone or did he get scared? Definitely, you there?
He's not moving, and you kind of see him turning a little gray.
Can I like snap fire a edge blast at where he's looking without looking at it?
You can do that, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh shit. That's not bad. It actually just... You fire an Eldritch Blast, you don't know if it hit anything. The rest of you hear snarling coming up from behind Tybalt. Iran, you can see all this exchange going on.
Am I hidden behind the rock?
You are hidden behind a rock.
Do I see it?
Are you looking directly at it?
No.
Does Devlin still look like he's turning into stone?
Yes, he does actually.
I yell out from Brad. Brad, we need your help.
I jump out of the beetle. What is
Okay.
happening?
I think we got some basilisks over here. They turned Devlin into stone. And since you're blind anyway, you seem like the prime candidate to fight these things.
That's not very helpful. Where is it at?
I just point in the general direction where he was looking. That doesn't help.
Shoo!
Brad
Shoo!
can't see.
Shoo! Go away! Shoo! Start flailing my arms like a maniac.
Your singer.
And you said I can see all this going on, but they're not looking at me, correct?
That is not what I want. Oh.
Alright. So yeah, Brad, you rush out and start waving your arms like a crazy man. Need you roll an intimidation check.
Maybe this will go okay.
Wow.
You actually startle it. And it kind of just starts snarling at you and as it turns its head and starts backing off the other way.
Start yelling obscenities in Draconic. Maybe it sounds like hissing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. I love shit. Anyway, so you've scared it off. Everyone else, you're still in your defensive positions. Devlin's still turning gray. And he's kind of got that position, you know, where he's like standing there, mouth agape, pointing at something.
Does anybody know how to fix this?
Didn't we talk to the one person that said that essentially somebody's in this position, they're fucked?
Well, he's the only one that knows how to drive the beetle, right?
Is his
I
mouth
mean, I don't know how
open?
to drive it.
Is his mouth open, Tybalt?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna take one of these curing brews out and pour it down his throat.
Okay.
I don't know if that works or not, but it's worth a shot.
Let's see, what is this considered?
There's that.
You pour alcohol down his throat and it just kind of spills out.
That didn't work.
Is there not like any magic aura coming from off of him or anything like that?
There is. However, Brad, as you're pulling the bottle away and you say it doesn't, you hear a gasp from behind you. What the fuck?
It did work.
There's a basilisk. Oh, goddamn.
Are you done fueling this up? We gotta go.
Yeah. I think we're good. I don't. Oh, man. I don't do it.
Are you gonna be okay to drive this thing?
I think I'm a little buzzed now, but I'm okay. I think.
You'll be fine.
He kind of like slaps himself in the face real hard. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Was that your first time being turned to stone?
My first time? Yeah, it's happened to Tomvar a couple times.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Going to get back in the beetle.
Okay.
Wait, so it's happened to somebody else a couple times and they fixed it?
Yeah, sometimes we got to get the Killer Ray Priest to use some pretty high magic on them, but
Well, what about that dude that's turned to stone that's like wall art at the one place?
I think they just wanted him to be that way.
Okay.
Plus, they don't have the same resources we do. They don't work for us.
Going to put on my safety harness.
Buckle up.
Okay. Everybody getting strapped in.
Yeah, I'm just
Do what now?
I strap in and take out some papers.
I'm getting strapped in like extra tight because last time this thing fucked me up.
All right. Yeah. You just kind of cinch your belt down as tightly as you can. Everybody get strapped in. Allie, you start working on some paper craft. If you want, you can go ahead and roll that for me.
It's
Word-
not crap. What do you want me to?
paper craft.
I thought you said crap. Where do I roll that?
I think it's your woodworking tools.
Smith tools. Okay, here we go.
That's not woodworking tools.
I don't have woodworking tools
I
out
thought
there.
you had you got some kind of skill for that.
No, you didn't. You never put it in. You put Smith tools, and I've been rolling that.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll use my tools for now then. There you go. What do you want to make out of paper?
A teddy bear.
Okay, you make a paper bear. It's quite nice, actually. You're getting much better at getting these folds and creases just perfect. And ironically, even while you're moving, you seem to not even be bothered by that fact. So,
Yeah, I'm a happy little elf.
I was just kind of sitting there smiling to herself as she's folding paper. Everyone else?
Feeling Devlin.
Just chugging along, I guess. I don't really
I'm
have
gonna pull
anything
out
to
my
pass the
dice.
time here.
Yeah, Ron has pulled out his dice. And I'm doing good. I'm fine. I'm still just a little woozy as he coughs up a pebble.
Need anything to drink? Any water? You good?
No, I think I'm alright.
Ron's rolling dice by himself.
I mean, it's got to entertain yourself somehow, I suppose. How hot is it outside? We're in the desert, right?
Insanely, yeah, it's super hot. As a matter of fact, if you touch the ceiling on the caravan, like you can just feel the heat radiating off the roof.
Good to know. No rolling down the windows it is.
Brad is playing the drums.
I don't think Ren has anything to entertain herself. She could just dance and get naked, I guess.
Whoa.
It's so hot.
I mean, I would challenge somebody to a game of chess, but that's not something you do in this kind of vehicle. It wouldn't work.
I mean, you can put magnets on them.
How does that work? Is it magic?
And there's like little rocks that you can glue to the bottom of your chess pieces. We got a couple of sets of them back at home. Keeps them stuck to the board. Keeps them from moving around too much.
To keep them from moving at all.
Yeah, no, you can still pick them up and set them back down. It just keeps them from sliding.
Oh, yeah? Pick them up and put them down.
I mean, it's chess. You have to.
Fascinating.
Anyway, Brad, you make a very lovely performance on your drums. It's very drummy.
It's just humming. That was for the humming.
Nah,
It
you're
was-
drumming and humming.
yeah.
You don't have your bard anymore, so your monk has to perform for you. It's quite nice, though. Actually, he does a very good job.
We have a bard.
Had
Insert Q-tip. Twist really hard. Pull Q-tip out of ear.
I am not hearing correctly.
Actually, let's see.
Medical check on Owie's ear.
He did a secret perception roll, and he fucked it.
see. Wait, what?
I was saying he was trying to roll a perception roll behind the scenes, and he fucked it. So that's why he's acting like he didn't hear what he said.
Ah,
And I said
I'm going
performing
to have some faint music play along with the drumming.
okay.
perform
What kind of
medicine.
pain music are you playing?
Well, it depends on the drumming because it's gonna go with whatever's being banged out.
Brad, what are you banging out
I
with
mean,
right
it's
here?
just I don't know. Happy,
The rhythm
a
of the
happy,
night.
yeah, just a happy song. I don't know.
And can we maybe get an example?
I'll say that you just managed to
Sorry, I was
Drum.
distracted. Yeah, I don't know. It's just some kind of happy melody.
Okay.
Light
you just-
beat. Yeah, it's light. It's not like a rock band drumming. It's
Well, yeah, I mean it's a hand drum set. It's not like he
yeah,
does.
yeah. That's what, it's not violent.
They're like bongos.
Yeah.
He has bongos, so he plays some bongo music. There you go. So Red, you play like I don't know. Well, we're gonna go with bongos. A wood flute of some kind, music in the background.
There we go. I like that.
I posted what I'm playing.
I like it.
Oh, I can't play it. We'll get. We apply for that. Anyway,
It's I'm happy being played on the saxophone.
okay. Yeah. Happy on a saxophone. There you go. All right, so yeah, you two play. I guess give a performance check, Ren.
We'll do that. I'm gonna have me presentation and dancing at the same time in my little seat. As much as you can dance in a seat.
Yeah.
Let's see. Performance.
Yeah, not bad. It harmonizes fairly well with what he's doing. So, because I think he rolled a 15 on his performance. 17. Yeah, no, it's not bad. The music is uplifting to all of you. Ren, you're just kind of like sitting there dancing a little bit as much as you can. Lifts everyone's spirits. I'll even say that everybody will get 5 temporary HP from.
Oh.
Ooh.
So, we got a choice here. Do we want to go on through the evening? Stop for the night somewhere.
Where would we stop?
I don't know, probably just out in the sand somewhere.
What, they don't have oasis anywhere that you can rest stop at?
I might be able to find one. Let me look at a map here.
I mean, you're the guy driving, and you got turned to a rock before. What do you feel?
I feel like not being turned into a rock again. Let's see here. No, no oasis close by. If we surfaced, we'd have to camp out in the dunes themselves.
It doesn't sound great, but if you need the rest, I'd be willing to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I need to sleep at some point in time. I could, I guess, teach one of you guys how to drive this thing.
Ooh, I want to drive.
All right.
Yeah, teach
Is the
me.
one that shot off a firearm in the store? You sure, Rin?
Look, that was due to a lack of instruction. And if I'm being taught, then there you go.
What is that?
One of you does have vehicle proficiency, apparently.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Okay. Can I
Weird
build a
fl-
tank? I need to build a tank now.
Weird flex, but okay.
So Rin wants to, but Naran has proficiency. So, I don't know. Discuss amongst yourselves, I suppose. I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick.
I kind of want to see Rin drive it.
Right?
I vote both.
Yeah, can you teach them both? Guy that's not here.
God, that's not here. Why, yes. Yes, they can both learn.
Can you teach them both?
I mean, yeah. It'd be easier if I just taught one person, but can't guarantee I'm really going to get all the information through if I'm having to teach two at once.
I'm sure somebody can watch and learn.
I mean, this thing's pretty complicated, so there's some subtle nuances you have to kind of. Oh shit!
As you feel like this thing jar immediately, and he reaches down and pulls like three levers and starts turning a crank, and then it levels back out.
Sorry, subtle nuances you have to get used to.
Whoever designed this needs to be shot. A lot
Ow.
of turn.
Hurtful.
With that gun.
Yes.
No, I didn't design it. It was actually Kelleray. Well, I say she designed it. Apparently, she found the plans and modified it so that we could actually use them.
Right, she probably made it better. Whoever had it before probably had like 30 levers to do what you just did.
Would you believe me? There was only one.
No, I wouldn't.
Anyway.
So, above game, he can teach two of you at once, but the checks are going to be harder as to teach you two how to drive.
What if I'm taking notes?
That would probably lower the DCs a little bit.
I'll take notes. I don't know
Okay.
if Naran wants to, but I definitely want to learn.
Okay. So Ren definitely wants to learn. Naran, what do you want to do?
Well, if we're still going to keep going, take over for Devlin so he can rest, so we can get there and maybe save some time.
So you definitely want to learn how to drive the thing. All right. So while he's driving, Tybalt, I'm assuming you're like in the him through all of this.
Wait, I think you broke up a little bit.
I'm in my head for some reason. I'm just visualizing you time. I think I broke up again there. Sorry, my mic keeps cutting out.
What are you visualizing me doing?
You're in the front seat next to him.
Yeah, sure. Clearly, I'm not going to be in there now because he's got to teach some people how to
Right.
drive. I don't want to learn how to drive. I'm going to go in the back.
Okay. Yeah. It just like swap seats with Red or Neuron or somebody. Since there is only one extra seat up front, whoever's watching or whoever wants to is going to have to probably do some checks to hang on. So just keep that in mind. So whoever wants to take the seat can take the seat.
While they're learning, can I somehow doubly fasten my seat?
I mean, you can tighten it down tighter like you did before.
All right, I'm going to do that.
So between Neuron and Ren, whoever wants to take the seat.
It would probably be safer if I take the seat. Assuming he has much better ability to perform the checks.
Got it like the rest.
Or how loose can the restraints be? I could just sit in his lap.
Not like this.
I don't know. That's up to y'all. Make a decision.
I need some input from the other learner.
Are you really wanting to learn how to drive this thing?
Yes, this is definitely something that Ren would want to learn.
Okay, I get up, go back to my seat and back, and go trance out.
Like,
Hey.
giving up on learning it all together.
Okay. Just you?
Just me. And I'm taking notes.
Okay, well, that might make things a little bit easier. Okay, so starting off, let's see, these control the speed, those two control forward, backward legs. This wheel here, it's just kind of information as to, general how to work it. Need you to roll a intelligence check.
Ruh-roh.
Wow.
We found out
It's not mine.
Ren is a dummy.
Wow.
He did fairly well teaching you though, so you're kind of getting the gist of things. Roll like writing down as many notes. I mean, this thing is weird, especially considering you've never seen like candy machines like this before.
That's why she's so fascinated. That's why she was fascinated with the gun. She likes all these things that are new.
All these strange new sights. But yeah, he does teach you fairly well. You kind of get the gist of the thing. You don't really know if you can drive it just yet. Roll me one more intelligence check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself for this next one, then.
Okay.
Nat 20 said.
It did not roll for some reason. Oh, nope, it rolled. There might be a couple more coming because they weren't rolling.
They're
They're
all
getting
trash.
progressively worse. Stop.
Don't worry, I have guidance.
You roll your guidance with a 1. Okay, I was gonna say if it was a 1, I don't know what I would do.
He does a really good job teaching you, so that lowered the just notes. You're starting to get a better feel for it. It's still really foreign, though. Like, the fact that, like, you use, like, levers and cranks to turn things instead of, like, I don't know, ropes or a wheel or something like that. Like, this is, it's unusual. And you have no real experience on machines to begin with, so it's all foreign.
Oh yeah, brand new.
So roll one more intelligence.
Oh god, guidance again.
Oh no. Oh
It's gotten worse every time.
Dude, it's
Your-
rigged, dude. I
Your
can't stand
brain is
Ren.
being
Can I?
fried understanding what this machine
Can Ren
is.
have a heart attack now and I make a new character? Because she's useless. This character sheet's like tied to bad juju.
He just rolls so bad.
Oh man.
Anyway, so yeah, as you're sitting there like hyperventilating, like So okay, and now here. So the steam pressure starts going above this point. You need to start this here, this here, this here, and whenever you hits to here, you need to start cranking that, pull that. Let's see that there, and pull this lever here. Now, if you come up on a rock and there is a slight dip in pressure on this leg, I need you to compensate from pulling that leg there. Pull this lever, turn that crank, and push that button.
Yeah, I'm gonna start folding paper faster now.
Right.
Got it?
Got it.
Cool. I need to go to sleep.
I am going to take the time to label each of these levers with my little paper.
There's like
Before I
50
start
labels
driving.
all over these things.
Yes, it looks like one of those cubicles that are covered with sticky pads. That's what I'm going for.
So you mean mine. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, there's like notes all over these things. And after you have everything labeled, he's just like, "You're gonna do fine, kid." He kind of pats you on the back of the shoulder.
And okay, I could do this.
You are now in the driver's seat.
Hold on to your butts.
Tybalt, you can return to your position if you want.
I'm definitely going to put my harness on, though.
Oh, wait, is there any way I can like help her?
Yeah, if you want to give him your seat so he can go sleep, and if you want to help, of course you don't know how to drive the thing at all, so but you can help navigate.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That would save me from having to look away from the controls.
All right. So yeah, Tybalt, you climb back up on the front seat and strap yourself down again. Ren is looking a little nervous. And there are notes all over the controls.
I also look a little nervous.
She's going to just look over at him with a big smile. I got this.
You got
And
this,
it's
kid.
totally fake smile. Like, obviously fake smile.
Roll deception.
Of course, that's what I roll.
I
Hey.
believe her. Like, yeah, you got this.
Confidence, she's got this. All right. So, first things first, Tybalt, I need you to roll a survival check.
This is whether we survive. Survival check.
Well, we know where we're going at least.
Yeah. You were while you were helping Devlin before, he kind of showed you on the map where you guys were. He showed you which tunnels to avoid, and make sure you don't run any more basilisk nests because those parts tend to kind of gum up the caravan if you run over them. Ren,
Yes.
let's see here.
Nah, 20.
I need you to roll intelligence.
I would like to give her guidance. I know it's not my class, but I want to offer
I am
guidance.
guiding myself for everything I do.
Dear God.
Survival.
Hold on.
And here comes the one.
For the guidance for that. And then guidance again on my survival.
No, this is a triple check, so you can only use guidance on one.
Oh, okay. Triple check. What is this nonsense?
Can I give her help on survival since I'm also doing it?
You can.
And is
that's
barbarian
advantage.
guidance allowed in this situation?
No.
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright. And
Whatever
I
I,
need
do wrong, we're going the right direction.
I need a dex check.
A dex check.
Oh,
You didn't want the barbarian's guidance here anyway. And you didn't need it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So as you guys are moving along, Tybalt, you're showing her where she needs to be going, and she manages to find the path pretty well. You don't really seem to be running into anything. However, Ren, as you do feel some of the pneumatics on one of the left legs start to give out a little bit, you overcompensate a little bit on the right, and it stalls a little. So everybody's shaking slightly. So that means everybody does need to make a dex check. Or dex save, excuse me. Dex save, yeah.
Oh boy. Advantage because the hardest?
Yes, actually, yes, advantage because you're harnessed.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's what I needed.
so roll again.
Get triple advantage in?
No.
It didn't matter anyway. Take a 12.
Fortunately, since it was just a stall, it wasn't like you guys hit something you had to be a 10, so everybody passed. Tybalt, you saw it coming. So you immediately braced yourself for it as soon as you saw her go for the trolls. But other than that, it's a fairly smooth ride. Red, you actually managed to start working your hands quickly enough to where you hit all these different buttons.
Nice.
It's strange, but it seems like Rid is very good with her hands for some.
All that work she was doing the night before.
It's all the training she's endured for the last year at the church.
I mean, it's not like they're making her get hand jobs or anything, but you know.
Oh, anyway.
She's just been serving drinks. They won't let anybody do that stuff till they're of age.
That's what you think.
That's what I know. I made the fucking church. So yeah, you guys actually managed to cut some time off without too much trouble. Ren did a fairly good job driving this thing.
That was
So
impressive, Ren.
I told you I got this.
not gonna lie, dude, I thought we were gonna die.
If you die, you just come back. What are you worried about?
It still hurts. So, managed to shave a whole half a day off your trip. So you arrive at dawn the very next morning at the location to where Sector 4 is supposed to be.
Is it there?
It is most definitely there. As you all surface up from the sand, you feel that thing just come back up. At this point, Ren, Devlin's taking the controls back.
Okay.
And as he surfaces back up onto up above the sands, you hear that thing just whoop back down onto the ground. And before you see another one of these giant brass domes. This one is a little bit bigger than Sector 1. Not by much. But there it is, gleaming out in these sand dunes. Obviously, there are no other features, just the sand. Early morning sunlight beating down. Obviously, it's still early, so the sun's not as hot currently. But yeah, it is exactly where it was supposed to be.
Does it look normal like the last one we were at? Any damage? Anything?
A couple of the outer domes look a little dented. It doesn't look too worse for wear, actually.
So Devlin, who's in charge of this place?
Notes. Who's got my notes? Fucking, where did my book go? what was the administrator's name? Ah, yes. Okay. Her name was. Oh God, her.
Who's she?
I don't really want to talk about it. Anyway,
What's her name?
she's an old acquaintance, but that's not important right now.
No, it's not. What's her name?
Ellie Cogspanner.
Did you span her, Cog?
Gee.
Did you say cog spinner?
Cogspanner is her name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, and never. Ugh.
Then what do you mean by an old acquaintance?
I gotta do it. It doesn't matter.
But
What a poor insight.
he does not seem too keen on talking about it, but there's definitely some history there.
Oh. What a dirt deception roll.
What a dirt deception roll.
Just spill the beans, Devlin. What happened between you two? Like,
It's,
this is vital for the mission. This is how she's gonna treat us when she sees you.
it's not.
Yeah, spill it.
She probably doesn't even care about me to begin with, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, so he likes her.
No. I'm gonna forget you said that. Anyway, she was kind of the what's that term they use? Queen bee, air quotes, when we were in school.
Oh, she was the popular girl.
And she worked her way up into her position using less than reputable means, as he does air quotes again. She might have sucked some dudes off, as he does.
You said he did air quotes for that?
Yeah.
I don't think those mean what you think they mean.
Are you sure? As he does air quotes again. Long story short, I might have turned her.
Turned what now?
I might have turned her into the headmaster for that.
Ooh, so you a snitch.
So what I'm gonna understand is, you didn't get any, and turned her in.
That's what I would think.
If you want to be honest, it wasn't me who wanted to get back at her. It was my twin sister. Apparently, she stole her boyfriend. Look, this is all school-age shit, and it doesn't matter to the professional setting that we're in now.
How much trouble did you get into?
She wasn't expelled, but...
Yeah, but she's
Yeah.
gonna see you. She probably has a grudge.
She probably doesn't even remember me, honestly. I hope.
Maybe you need some makeup.
Would that work?
Ooh. Rin. Are you
Does she
thinking what I'm
know-
thinking?
Does she know that you're, you're leading us, or you're coming along? I guess she wouldn't, because she's got no communication.
Yeah, no. I mean, she doesn't know who's going to be sent out here. They don't even know that there ain't even anyone out here. So, yeah. Okay, make me up, I suppose.
Whether he wants it or not, it's coming.
Okay.
I have bear backup.
They look pretty. Here,
Go.
And I will roll my advantage since I have help.
Wow.
You're not
That's
gonna
what
get
happens
help.
when you bring the bear along.
Devlin definitely looks unrecognizable for sure.
I want to accentuate his feminine details.
Okay.
Ooh, I like what you did there.
Right?
A little down here.
What are you doing?
Give him some eyeshadow. Maybe a little
Mwah.
bit of light lipstick just to kind of.
Pull whatever wig is in the disguise kit out.
It's like green, but much longer. You know, obviously he's got that blue spiky hair. Now he's got like a full head of hair.
Well, you said he's got blue spiky hair.
Yeah,
He's the main protagonist.
Don't
Dear
forget the
God.
attributes.
y'all seen him before. Wait.
Don't forget the attributes. Just saying.
Did I? I thought I put his picture in here.
You have. It would have been a while ago, and I have not seen it.
I have not put his picture in here. Hang on. I've actually got. Give me a second. Maybe I haven't. I'm just looking at the wrong count. No, he is not in here. Okay. Handout. Sorry, just a moment. There.
I think you put that in the Discord. I don't think
Did
it
I?
was on here though.
Okay, yeah, I haven't shown him on here yet, but
Yeah, I'm fairly confident that's in the Discord.
It
Yeah,
needs to go on here, so.
Yeah, it's 3 up.
hasn't been seen on here yet, so it needs to be in here. So there we go.
He is the main protagonist.
Oh God, what the fuck is that in Discord? So yeah, anyway, you guys drag him up nice.
What are you doing to me? Oh. Well, shit, I'm kind of cute. Thank you.
So what's your new name?
Veronica.
Let's go with that. I was going to say Devlina, but I think that's a little too obvious.
So Veronica.
You could be Tatiana too.
Let's go with Veronica for now.
Sounds like a sex slave.
Please no.
Well, it's early.
What is going on in your head?
Huh, nothing.
Okay. Anyway, just get in there, act professional, find out what the problem is, try and fix it. All we've got to do. I mean, we can handle that, right? I think.
Lead the way. And I smack her ass.
Hmm. Don't do that too many times, please. Anyway, all right, let's go.
Let's see. Pops the hat caravan and leads you all out.
This is gonna be great.
as you make your way up to the main hatch to walk into Sector 4. Again, this place looks just slightly bigger than the other one. However, it is not as... The actual city part to it, like the town part to it, is not as large at all. It definitely feels like there is more of a working portion to this thing. That's located way, way, way in the back. Probably about, I would say, 1/3 of the actual structure is town.
What's this sector's primary function, Veronica?
This sector in particular was supposed to be the administrator for some of the other speculation sectors that were going out. They kind of coordinate where they're supposed to be going, keep tabs on them, make sure that all the paperwork and records are in place. They do a little bit of mining on their own. Mostly what they do, other than that, is storage. I'm assuming that they have a pretty large hall in here.
So its primary function is storage?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but for itself or for like the other sectors?
For the others, once they go out, mine what they can, they bring it back here, load it up in this thing. This thing usually takes...
So are we like centrally located or something to be easy for them to get to? Or
For the most part, that's why they're out here in the middle of the desert. So my assumption is Sector 5 and Sector 7 are probably somewhere here within, probably say, half to 3/4 of a day's travel.
three-quarters of the bug thing.
Right.
How do we buy one of those bug things?
You don't.
We should.
Bring that up with the Clock King. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you guys are trying to do anyway with air.
Yeah, exactly.
But the bug thing would be cool to have in it.
Who knows? Maybe you can convince him. First things first, we gotta figure this mess out.
So what's their problem here? They haven't reported in? That's still the big issue?
And they haven't reported in. Apparently the communication array is down.
And nobody
wouldn't
fixes
they-
stuff like that around here?
Yeah, why wouldn't they try to fix the communication array? They have to know it's down, right?
That's a good question. That's what we need to go find out.
All right, I guess get us in there.
Alright.
As air quotes, Veronica. Great, that works perfectly for this now. Goes to open the door, opens the main hatch, and ushers you all inside. Inside, there is actually a gnome that seems to be some kind of a guard that's checking people as they come in and out. It seems like there is more foot traffic that comes in through this gate than what was going on in Sector 1. Mainly because there's not a giant bloodthirsty dragon eating everyone, so that's probably why. But as the guard sees all of you walk in,
What's your business?
We are here on behalf of the Clock King.
Really?
Yep. He says that you guys haven't reported in a while.
Huh. Wow, I'm surprised they actually sent somebody. Now, that's a lot faster than the last ones that came out here. Alright.
Yeah, he's angry.
When is he not angry? I mean,
No,
is the
he's-
sky blue?
He's really, really angry.
Is the sand hot?
I don't think you understand.
No, I don't think you understand.
He almost
That's
came
like his
here
constant state
himself.
of being.
He almost came here himself.
He actually starts bursting out laughing.
That's. All right. All right. Give me just a minute.
You see him kind of like tap his temple, and he turns away and see his mouth moving as if he's talking to somebody.
Okay. Edmund Cogspanner will see you. Just go talk to her in her manner, I suppose.
And where is that exactly?
So go down this road here.
As he points down, like, it looks like a side road. It's not really like the main.
Go down here, turn down Main Street, take another right up to the admin's quarters. It's down on Smith Street. It's not that hard to find. It's one of the only domes that we actually have that's in this structure. So.
Thank you. I'm gonna start walking there.
All right.
And so we went.
As you all start walking, you hear a whistle come from behind you.
Can I see who whistled and who they're
What's that?
whistling at?
Roll perception.
Guidance, obviously.
I'll take a look myself.
Both of you see the guard whistling, and it's not either of you two. He's whistling at Veronica.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's everything I ever wanted in this.
And is Devlin? Let's see if Devlin knows this.
As we round the corner, I want to fist bump Rin here.
Right.
Devlin is completely. Actually, no, he's not. He notices as he turns around the guard, and Devlin turns back around to look at you two, and he blood red blushing.
Beautiful.
Mwah.
And then, yeah, that whole fist bump thing definitely happens.
As you fist bump, he just kind of like shuffles past you two quickly.
Okay, you do good jobs. Let's go.
And as you all walk your way down to Main Street, make the turn the way you're supposed to. Where those two streets intersect, there does seem to be like a fountain. This place does seem like better off, especially compared to Sector 1. It does not seem as like blue collar, I should say. This is definitely like the administration area. It feels like that they have more than the rest of them, we'll say.
What kind of shops do they have here?
I mean, there's some nicer things. It's probably not going to be too much unless you brought a lot with them. I don't know. Actually, I wonder if they did any trading with the college. Huh, there might actually be a magic shop. I do know there are a couple inventors that set up shopping. Oh, actually, Bear, you might be able
I might be able to what? You could up.
to find one of those chess sets.
It's a magnets.
Oh man, I'm glad somebody explained that because that went way over my head. That's like chess sets. I thought you said chest. I'm like, what chest am I looking for? Okay, yeah, sweet. I'll take a look then.
Devlin kind of looks down at his chest, looks back up, and points down like,
Huh?
Well, that's what I thought you were talking about.
No. Alright. Onward.
starts making his way back down the street again. Is there anywhere you guys would like to go before you just straight up go to the administrative?
What's on the way, like the pathway? Do we see?
There are a few little restaurants. It looks like. Again, there's that fountain that's in the middle of the road. The roads aren't very large. There are a couple of carts that seem to be like lizard things.
Okay.
What
time of day is it?
Let's see. You guys got there about
Cut out on me, man. I can't hear.
8 o'clock. I don't know what. Does it do
Probably
this
the
during?
noise suppression, Chris.
I don't. Does it do this during the week though? Like, does it just cut out randomly?
No,
Yeah.
not
Oh,
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's only on Monday
This
nights.
bad.
It's not this bad, no.
Huh. I don't get that. I mean, I don't know. I think my mic is on
force suppression though.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
many times. And I don't think it's the suppression thing because it was doing it before, and now it's. So it might be my mic going out. I might just need to get a new one. But
Might be
Anyway.
that time.
yeah, he's about a year old now. So anyway, yeah, several small restaurants. Roads, describing roads. Roads, you do see some of those, a couple of those horseless carriages, actually, not many of them. There seem to be some vendors that are selling, like, small bits of ore that they found out in the desert. Someone looks like they've made some glass jewelry that looks pretty. Couple of vendors are selling, like, fruits and vegetables and things that they found out in the desert, which rather unusual, but it's like cactus pears and stuff like that.
As I look over the ore, I'm gonna throw up detect magic to see if they found any like magic ore. They don't know what that.
See what it did. Actually, Tibble, you do find a rock that seems to be glowing with some kind. Evocation energy.
And it's just strewn about like other pieces of ore and stuff.
Yes, it is. It's very faint. Not like it would have any like significant power itself, but it does seem like there is some residual.
Does it look like one of the stones they use to power stuff?
No.
How much for your different ore?
Let's see. That is fire iron.
What's fire iron?
It's a very special piece of ore that I found whenever we were digging out in the western part of the desert.
So it's a hot rock. How much?
This one would be. I'll give it to you for 35 gold.
Do you even know what it is? Like, what does it do?
It's a very special piece of iron, infused with the heart fire elemental itself.
I'll give you 20 gold.
Roll persuasion.
No, I can't do that. 40, probably.
You just said 35.
Well, demand suddenly skyrocketed. You want it or not?
Sure. I'll give him 40 gold.
Okay. You have a piece of iron with some evocation magic on it.
I guess that's what happens when you're rolling that one.
So just put it in as a evocation stone.
Evocation iron.
Meltdown because
Pleasure doing business with you.
As he starts counting through the coins in the sack.
No problem. You guys want to get food? Like actually sit down and eat dinner?
actually kind of sounds amazing.
I'm down with that.
I don't know what happened, but it's what I like to see when I come back.
You were stripped naked.
I don't know about that.
Sybil bought a hot rock.
What kind of restaurants are there?
There is a typical gnomish restaurant that serves what looks like very quick food, food that they just put together like on a whim and get you a meal extremely fast. There is one restaurant that seems to... I'm cutting out, I am. That's very similar to what you saw in the inn before.
Anything more high-endy?
There does seem to be nothing.
All right.
Actually, let me check again. There is a restaurant that's more upscale. It's not like super fancy. But they seem to be more of like a, I don't know, we'll say it's like akin to like an Applebee's or something.
Let's go to that gnomish chain restaurant.
Sounds good.
Gnomish chain restaurant.
Vicky, is this place good?
Who's Vicky? What?
You're Vicky.
Not Vicky, I'm Veronica.
Whatever. Victoria, Veronica, same shit.
Wait, was it Victoria? I don't remember. Shit!
You show Veronica some respect.
I'm sorry, Veronica.
Turning heads over here.
You did some restaurant music came on.
I need some actual.
Actually, no. This is what we're doing.
It better be what I think it is.
So as you walk into this place, there is a large sign over it that looks like it has a giant green O on it, and the picture of a red-haired and the sign says O'Grady's.
Yes.
What's an O'Grady?
This sounds familiar.
We played it all the time at the first bar.
Yeah, but you wasn't in the first bar. I don't think anybody here was in the first bar.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
This was the whichever one of those dwarves jams.
You remember? This was the one where you nearly killed us all with a dynamite.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I know they seem similar, but it was the other one.
All that was out of character.
Yes, it's all out of character.
Then yes, I do remember.
But yeah, I mean, these things pop up from sector to sector every once in a while. O'Grady was this very popular chef in home for a while. Got famous making meals out of potatoes because we can grow potatoes just about any fucking place.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, yeah?
Exactly. As a matter of fact, potato stew is one of the best things you can get here.
Alright, let's get a table, get some drinks.
Alrighty.
As Veronica strides up to the front, a very pretty little gnome hostess, sitting there showing people tables.
Welcome to O'Grady's. What can I do for you? How many is in your party?
Potatoes.
Yes, we have those.
Table for
There's
7?
How many? Yeah, 7 of us. 7 potatoes.
7 potatoes. Is it just the potatoes? Is that all you want?
7 potatoes for me. I don't know what they want.
Huh. How about I seat you and then you can order?
Fantastic.
That sounds great.
Seems like the best idea.
So she shows you to a larger table. You have to push a couple of them together.
my potatoes right here.
But she does seat you all.
I'll send someone over to take your order in just a moment. Can I get drink for anyone?
What kind of drinks do you have?
What's that?
What kind of drinks do you have?
We have a very lovely summer ale. I think it came from Narelle. It was a very, very difficult import to get in here. We also have a nice a pineapple brew from Laulo, very rare. Or if that's not your fancy, we do have a more stout ale that we brew back at home. I could get.
No, we'll go with the first thing you said.
Oh, right.
I'll go with the pineapple and the summer ale from
Okay, Northern summer ale and the pineapple also. All right. And all right. Anything for anyone else?
I'll try the pineapple.
All right.
I'll have an ale.
The summer ale, I suppose, or just anything basic.
I mean, summer sounds nice with the heat.
All right. Do that.
You got a menu for like the food?
Of course, there's menus in front of all of them.
Oh.
I'll have a glass of water.
What kind of different variants of potatoes do you have?
We have stewed, we have mashed, we have scalloped, we have baked.
Do you have chips?
We do have chips, actually. No. Have a very lovely dish of potato chips with like gravy and cheese on them.
Wow.
Do you have any with bacon?
We do. Lots of bacon.
I'll tell you what.
Is it bachelor's
Can
bacon?
Can I custom order something?
Probably. And no, it's not Basque's bacon, unfortunately. It's actual pig. We call these our.
Okay, well, I would like some of your chips covered in cheese and sprinkle some of the bacon on it.
We can do that. She starts writing down.
Thank you.
That sounds great. Make it 2.
Let's
Okay.
make it 3. That sounds
Alright.
awesome.
Do they have jalapenos?
We do actually. We have a few peppers.
Throw some of those on there and make it a 4th.
Okay, can do that.
Put some jalapenos on mine too.
Okay.
I want a big old bowl of potato soup with bacon, cheese, and jalapenos on it.
Okay, you can do that. Same order, but with soup.
What kind of meat do you have?
Have some steaks. We have a little bit of chicken left.
Steak? You have me at steak?
All right. What kind of steak would you like?
What are my options?
I have a a nice strip. There's a good sirloin that we've been saving for anyone who wants it. It's a little pricey.
Any fillets?
Any like
No,
porterhouse?
unfortunately. I do have one porterhouse left.
I'll take it. It's big, right? Like super big.
Yes, that's the biggest fucking steak we got.
I'll take it.
All right.
Did the little one just order more than this guy over here?
Veronica, what are you having?
I'll get some of those fries they had too. I have to, not too much, maybe just a little order. I have to watch my gear.
Chips, you mean?
Yes, those. All right, one order for you. Miss, as she looks over to Owie, anything for you?
Do you have any seafood?
No, unfortunately we don't. We're too far away from the ocean.
I'll take some potatoes, mash, with extra butter.
All right, mashed potatoes and extra butter. Can do that for you. Okay. Anything else?
That's all for now.
All right, I'll go put this in, and they'll bring it out for you in a few minutes.
Awesome.
Just let me go get your drinks. And she leaves.
So we all just ordered cheese fries, huh?
And a steak.
And a steak.
I ordered soup.
Texas cheese fries at that. Not the Texas is this.
Damn it, I want some now.
Forgotten cheese fries. Alright, so you all have just sat down to a fucking fantasy of Charlie's. God damn it.
It had to happen eventually.
Did it?
It did.
Well, while you're sitting here waiting for your drinks,
I think you got out again.
if you want to talk about anything while you're sitting here waiting, free to.
They seem to be fine. Like they don't seem to care that they don't have any communications with the rest of Hope.
Wasn't that what the one guy was saying? That like as soon as communication stopped with one, they all like just threw up the finger and said, "Okay, nobody else is going to respond."
Maybe it's not broke.
Well, and to be fair, they live comfortably here. They've got enough supplies to hold up. But it is kind of weird fixing the array yet.
So what do we do if they don't actually want any help?
We go back home, I guess.
Clocking's not going to be happy with that answer.
No, he is not.
Not
Yes,
our
it-
problem if they don't want help. We tried.
Right. I guess the other thing we could do is try and locate the other caravans, or the other satellites at least. And it's pretty much all I can think of.
Aren't we looking to make a really good impression?
We are.
So if they refuse to fix it, I guess we fix it for them.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. I could fix it.
And then we'll use that same array to tell the Clock King why they wouldn't want to fix it.
That seems like a really good idea,
That
actually.
seems like a fantastic idea.
And put that smug bitch in her place. I like that idea, actually.
You know, for somebody you haven't seen since school, you seem to harbor a bit of resentment.
don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Well, don't be too hard on her. She's a little confused, breaking necks. Not used to this kind of attention. Might have learned a little something about herself.
You do make a phenomenal female, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, fine. It wasn't Kimmy's boyfriend. It was mine.
He kind of like leans back and crosses his arms.
Mm-hmm. Now we know. Well,
Yo, above game makes me mad because I wanted to joke about that.
it's okay. You know, like we all have those people we like and end up liking other people.
Well, it's a little more than liking somebody when you suck him off. Anyway, it's fine. It's in the past.
I mean, like you said, it's in the past, so I mean, it's not like y'all are still together or anything, right?
Right.
So boom, she did you a favor.
Did she, though?
Damn it. I miss Kulos.
It opened you up for an opportunity to find the right guy.
Yeah, that still hasn't happened yet, though. Of course, I don't know. Looking like this, it might happen sooner than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, you look gorgeous.
He kind of wiggles his chest around.
I can give you tips if you want when we're done.
I might actually need that.
I got you. I mean, I am from the Church of Damas after all.
Don't need to say anything else. I completely... Right. Anyway, drinks?
Yes, he's kind of like looking around now.
Have they come yet?
Yeah, the waitress actually just come back. She brings all of your alcohol
And water.
and water for Violet. She brings everybody a full mugs, and she also sets down a picture of the summer ale.
Why don't you drink, Violet?
Violet.
Yeah. Why do you just get water?
Yeah, aren't you like part bear or something? Can't you handle this shit?
I don't know. I never drank it.
You want to try mine?
No, it's always got kind of that, smell. Never really interested me.
I'm gonna sniff my drink.
Smells nice, actually. Very, very nice hints of orange peel and lemon citrus. And, let's see... Roll intelligence, I guess.
Damn it. What a time to nat 20.
It's very subtle. Very subtle, but there is a beautiful mixture of honey.
I think you'll like this.
Well, you
Just sip.
see, I should say, I've drank one time, just once.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't end well.
You're not gonna drink a whole lot. You're just gonna taste it.
Well, that's a problem. I didn't drink much. I don't think I did.
Come on, and I'm gonna drink a little bit and then extend it to her. Just one sip.
That's what somebody said last time, and then Daddy got a bill for a lot of repairs that I didn't understand.
It's got honey in it.
You don't want this.
Be strong. Be strong.
Got honey in it, though.
Resist temptation.
I'm resisting temptation.
I'll look after you. Don't worry.
The
Not how this
lie.
works.
Sure it does.
Nope.
How bad can it be?
Refuse.
What exactly happened, and what did you drink?
I'm going to drink my mug.
I don't know what I drank.
Where were you when this happened?
A bar.
Where?
Well, a couple work friends.
And you had one sip.
I don't know. I think.
I think you drank way more than a sip.
Dude, I think you were roofied.
This is safe.
The roofie thing he puts you to sleep, doesn't it?
Depends on the roofie.
I don't think it breaks all the furniture in the bar.
It depends on
You
what they
know-
spiked it with.
you know-
This is good. I mean, look at me. I drank some. I'm fine.
You know, bear things.
I'm gonna pout. Fine. If you're gonna be that way.
This is just a
Just
bad
thought we
place.
could be drinking buddies.
I'm gonna drink my summer ale and then pass the pineapple one over my shoulder, where an invisible Binks will start.
Yeah, there is a mug of ale that's floating in the air, drinking it now.
Can he not be in the air doing that?
No, he's on my shoulder.
Oh. That seems like an attention grabber, but okay.
And, Violet, get inspiration for that.
For what?
You have inspiration for what you just did, so.
You know how bad it would be.
No, I know what you're doing, so yeah, you get inspiration. Yeah, so. Yeah, they're floating mug of ale. Brad, you do recognize that. The rest of them don't notice it, but you, with your refined taste when it comes to ale, no, this is dog shit. This is horse piss. This is horrible.
I am ready for my potatoes.
Hey, Brock, let me ask you a question about home.
Mm-hmm.
Does Calorie know about the demon thing?
What about us, like, cramming the demons into the engines? I mean, kinda?
Oh, there is no kinda when dealing with a goddess. It's a yes or no question.
Alright, well, she helped us draw up the plan, so that's why I say kinda. I
Oh,
don't
that
think
you're
she...
using them for demons?
I don't think she understood that the planar beings that we were, you know, fiendish.
What would she like? How would she react if she found out they were fiendish and that it might be a bigger problem?
Honestly, I don't know. That woman is like... Her head is in the clouds half the time. Praise be to Kelray.
So he kind of like motions a gear in the air.
Okay.
Who does know about the fiendish engines?
Just those of us in the close circle that actually put the things together. I mean, the Clock King. That's why we did the old contingency plan in case this shit happened.
Where's all this research taking place in home?
It's not, actually.
Where's it taking place?
The college. It's where a lot of our more advanced research and development.
And does the college have that artifact?
Which artifact?
The one that supposedly is full with a bunch of power?
What artifact are you talking about?
The seal.
What? Seal what?
Can I insight him?
Yep, good.
I wanted to too, because
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
So who's the lead like, research and development?
That would be Ferric Torchlight. He's the dean of the college. Right-hand advisor to the Clock King.
Is he as big a prick as the Clock King?
Not really. He's actually kind of nice. People like him.
didn't they stop contacting home too?
Yeah, they do that every once in a while, though. Whenever they have some big experiment that...
Oh, so it's less uncommon for them than everybody else.
Right. They're used to it. Plus, I think Ferric gets a little special treatment from the Clock King anyway.
I mean, they're dealing with some pretty heavy powers. Like, who's to say they just weren't overtaken by demons?
Well, we don't know. We might need to look into that.
How far are we from there?
We don't know.
We don't know where 6 is at all.
Well, 6 was supposed to be out speculating. What? Oh, no, excuse me. 6 was the college.
Yeah, where's the college supposed to be right now?
He kind of goes where he wants. I'm sure that probably the admin here supposed to be, considering that, you know, they're the ones that's running logistics for all these things.
Do they have some of the books from the college here?
Probably.
Where?
I'm sure there's probably a bookstore somewhere in town here.
We must go. After steak.
Yes, and about this time, all of your food starts coming out. These massive plates of cheese and fries and bacon with jalapenos get tossed out to each of you. Miran, your soup is there. It's quite lovely. Rin, they plop out this massive steak in front of you that actually takes up 2 plates.
Did she actually tell him how to cook it?
Rare. She will eat nothing but rare.
There you go. One Stegosaurus steak.
What kind of meat is that?
It's Stegosaurus.
Like a dinosaur?
Yes.
No.
You sound surprised by that.
No way.
Where'd you guys find a Stegosaurus?
Oh, off the coast to the west. There's an island that has these big lizards all over the place.
He will
What's
start
the
to
name
dig
of the
into her
island?
steak.
It's Davrik Isle.
Is that truthful at all?
Yeah, she's telling the truth.
Okay.
Wow, you guys
Thank
have
God it was named something like Jurassic Park.
What, you guys have never seen dinosaurs before?
You know, one.
I'm just gonna kind of point to my head. No, not really.
Oh, you gotta see them sometime. They're like these huge ass lizards, except they don't breathe fire. Actually, kind of cool.
Wait a minute. There was the one, wasn't it?
We fought a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Huh.
Yeah, we've seen a T-Rex.
Point to my head. Nah.
We. Besides him, obviously.
Brad just got bitten by a giant lizard and doesn't know what it looks like.
But he smelled one.
Oh, that's right. Miran almost got eaten by that thing.
For every like 3 chips I'm eating, I'm putting one right over my shoulder and just magically disappear.
Yep, Binks is just how? Oh, that's gonna burn in the morning.
Yeah, maybe it won't burn when you're sitting on his shoulder.
Please don't shit on me.
I'll try not to.
So yeah. I guess it is a pretty big mess out here right now.
It seems like the Clock King is kind of a shitty leader, don't you think?
You know, I gotta admit, he's not been the greatest. Father was better. Maybe he's a little privileged now. I think that's why he acts like such an angry child.
I don't know. You know him seem pretty forward thinking. Why do you even have like that form of hierarchy? Why don't you make it a like democracy?
Because if we did that, then everyone would say and something, and then we get nothing.
You're not wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I would like for something to be a little more, not as yell in my face to get stuff done. But,
That's me yesterday.
Yeah, all your food is absolutely delicious.
Fantastic.
Rin, that steak is massive. I'm probably gonna need a con save for.
That's okay. We will con save away.
After this, I say we hit the shops, and then we'll go talk to Cockspanner.
Is Rin going to need to be carried out of here?
Rin, you make it through probably about half of, and your stomach starts feeling a little bloated.
So tempted to burn this just so she can eat the whole steak.
You won't. You won't.
Wow. Roll them.
With guns?
I mean, you finished the whole steak.
Oh, okay.
But is she in a food coma?
Pretty close. Yeah, you're like, your stomach is like bursting out of your robes basically at this point, and you're just like,
Worth it.
I will carry her out of here.
Are you pregnant?
What?
You got a food baby.
I am going to pay for the food.
The steak had to go somewhere.
Was everything good?
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Where's a good place to sleep for the night?
There was an inn back over, just off the main street, going, back towards the gate.
What time did you say it was?
it's like 10 in the morning.
Nap
Okay.
time.
10 or 11 at this point, yeah.
I think I need to walk. As she holds her stomach.
Are you capable?
I have to walk this off, or I'll get fat.
Make
Veronica,
a
where's
make
that
a Go ahead.
Where's that magic shop you were talking about?
Bookstore, too. Yeah, bookstore.
Yeah, bookstore 2.
Bookstore. Okay. Excuse me, miss. Do you have like a map of the town? See? Oh yes, of course.
And she hands you all a map where all the shop locations are.
Let's see. Bookstore here. Oh, it's right across the street.
Nice. We'll get that first.
Yay!
What's the bill? How much do we owe you guys?
Who's taking care of it?
Me.
That is.
All right, and then she hands you the bill, Brad.
How much is it?
It is 65 gold for everybody's meal.
I will give her 100 gold
Holy
and my
crap.
card.
You ordered a lot of food, and somebody ordered a fucking stegosaurus steak.
Joke's on you, that's like 90% Ren steak.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did. She'll take the gold.
You can
And
keep
she'll
the
take your
change.
card.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
I run a brewery back home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it any good?
I'd like to think so.
Is it any good?
All right, all right. That's interesting.
If you're ever curious, just try it out. Send you a sampling.
All right. I mean, I don't really handle the purchasing of the alcohol, but I could probably give it to my manager.
I'm sure that would probably be a good idea.
Okay, I can do that. You've been such lovely guests. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Steak was delicious.
Can't believe that little woman ate all of that.
Yeah. Probably gonna have to use the bathroom. Is there a public restroom nearby?
No, unfortunately, no. We have one here if you need to use it.
I don't know if you want her to.
I don't know if I want to either.
I'll be fine.
Rin makes a straight save to walk with all that food in her belly. That thing's gotta be twice your size if it's a stego steak.
I'm sure it's not the whole stegosaurus.
But keep in mind, this is like a Flintstone-sized steak, so
It was delicious. It's okay. Leslie 2.0, that's all I'm saying.
I think that's more than Lizzie. Gee.
That's why I said 2.0. She's getting bigger.
You
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
a Leslie.
Lizzie at least had somewhere to put it.
Well, now.
Anyway, so you guys are welcome to stay around and talk for a little bit, as do whichever you want.
You definitely want to go to the
Yeah,
bookstore.
think we're in the bookstore.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to the bookstore now. I know what I want.
Uh-oh. Do you want a book of erotic stories?
No.
I got one off that dragon.
I want
Just
learning
take 'em all.
material. You got one off the dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Although I wouldn't know that.
No, I mean in the other game. You know what I'm talking about. The one that's in shouts.
Yeah.
I got that one.
Oh, you got that one?
Mm-hmm. The
Oh.
one with the stories with Queen Irene.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I know what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah. So you guys go across the road to the bookstore.
Okay.
Bookstore's here, and yeah, there's a small magic shop. Go figure.
Where's the magic shop?
It's right next door.
Oh, well, yeah, we could hit up both places real easy then.
Quick neuron run for the shop before she gets there.
I know magic stuff. I was just curious. They're not going to hand me a loaded gun in a magic shop. Or will they?
Didn't
Are
they do
you
that
sure
before?
about that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened before.
Then don't let him hand me a loaded gun. Unload it first. Good grief. Safety. I was just gonna have a field day here.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that was a mana rifle. You can't really unload those.
Well, I mean, she unloaded it.
Yeah, into the dude's fucking counter.
Ain't bad, okay? Good grief.
Hmm.
Anyway, I won't touch guns.
Anyway,
Bookstore.
So you go inside the bookstore. Very lovely smells inside this, but there is also that faint smell of grease that permeate around gnome. Several books look bound tomes. Most of them, though, appear to be actually bound in metal. Almost like with like ring, you know. It's the material that they're used to working with the most, and obviously they don't have that much access to leather. But some of the leather books that they do have seem to have some skin, consume passless skin. There's several like books all over the place. Bookstore.
Is there like an attendant, or is there like sections?
No one that you can see right now. I would say you roll investigation to see if you can figure out how this place is laid out. You do kind of get a feel for the books are laid out. Like there's a fiction section, a non-fiction. There is a smaller magical section. There is a huge section on engineering and blueprints and stuff like that.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna check the non-fiction section for any like historical books.
You don't really see anything of interest other than like there's a few like books on the royal family, like this gnome king invented this, and this gnome king invented this. This king managed to bring the caravan to this part of the desert, you know, stuff like that. Not really too interesting.
Okay. I'll check the magic section next then.
Okay. Brad, what are you looking for?
I'm not. I just wanted to roll
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Are there any magical books like somehow mislabeled in any of those other sections?
No, unfortunately.
Braille? Looking for Braille, I guess? I don't know. Is there a Braille section?
There are a few books in Braille. But apparently they have been mislabeled and put in the
Put in the what?
children's section.
That's okay.
Any woodworking or carpentry books?
No, unfortunately.
But what's in the magic section? Anything that would catch the eye?
That's not what I was trying to roll.
Yes, a transformer.
You do find a book that it looks like it is a treaty on. Check something real quick here. It will teach you.
What is this? Is that a spell? What is this? It's identify?
Oh, that's fun. You actually find a book that teaches you how to speak better in public.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Yeah. That's what you managed to find.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pick that book up. And is there in the mechanical section? Is there anything like instructions of use on like those bug things? Because I would like to better myself on how to control that thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You find one.
Okay, I'll
a
pick that up too.
Driving for Dummies.
Perfect. That's exactly what she needs.
Okay.
Is there an attendant here?
As you hear like a small little gnome woman kind of like poke her head from a shelf that's like on the other side of you. What? Huh? People are in here?
Yes. How are you?
Oh, good. Hello. You're all tall.
Yes. I found some books I like.
Okay. Do you want to purchase?
Yes. How much are these?
Let me see these here. Public speaking. Okay. Caravan driving for dummies. She kind of looks you up and down. All right. The public speaking one. That's 150 gold. Caravan driving for dummies. That's 5.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So 155 gold if you have it.
Can one of you guys actually help me out? I didn't get a chance to convert my stuff.
Yeah, I pull 155 out.
Or if you have stuff to trade, we could do that too.
Do you got change for this? I'm gonna pull out one of those diamonds that I got.
Let's see. How big were those diamonds again? How much were they?
1,000 gold apiece.
1,000 gold apiece. Okay. Gotta appraise it first. That diamond's only worth about 50 gold.
We'll pay in gold.
All right.
Rip me out.
Wow.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. She knows they're worth money.
150, you said, right?
Yes.
I give it to him.
Okay. Pop gold on the table. There you are. Are you doing business with you?
Did anybody else find anything they wanted? Why is Brad in the children's section?
He likes to pretend he can read.
I've found some books here.
Oh.
But I don't think they're in the right place.
What kind of books did you find?
Yeah, I don't know. Not kids section books.
You might want to fix.
Ma'am.
What?
Yeah.
You might want to put these books here that are in Braille. You might
They're on
want
what?
You read them with your fingers.
Right, that's why they're in the tutoring section.
Well, you might want to put them in the 18 plus.
Alright, what did it say?
Those kind of books.
Well, I use my fingers to read the pages that are using their imaginary fingers. Yeah.
To look at the book itself.
I don't see what's so wrong about it.
That's your book.
I mean, it's got a picture of a cat on it. It can't be that bad.
But do you read
Is there
Braille?
any actual words written on it? Or is it just fully Braille?
It's fully Braille.
Oh, I can't read Braille.
No, Brad, you are correct in assuming that it's a smut book.
Runs fingers along Braille. The shit bumps.
Terrible joke. To the gulag. Okay, I guess we're done then. Nobody else found something they needed.
No, she seems like she's trying to rip us off.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna put the 2 books I got in my bag, and the magic shop's next door. Let's go see that.
I love magic stuff.
Me too.
Ren, you got obviously that manual if you want to brush up on caravan driving. You can use that to study. You also got a book of motivation speech.
Okay.
If you take the time to learn this, you can actually spell.
Okay.
And I believe it is a newer spell, so I will. Yeah, it's an Acquisitions Incorporated spell, so I will say what it does, actually. You address allies, staff, or innocent bystanders. Inspire them to greatness, whether they decided. Choose up to 5 creatures within range that can hear. Duration. Each affected creature gains 5 temporary hit points and has advantage on saving throws. If an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the attack roll it makes. Once an affected creature loses a temporary granted by the spell gains 4.
Interesting.
It lasts for an hour. It is not concentration.
Okay, that's a nice old book to pick up.
And it's a very nice book. So it is a level 3 spell, so I believe that would take 3 weeks worth of study to learn that.
Yep, she will definitely start reading that in her downtime.
Magic shop.
Mhm.
So as you all exit the bookstore and go next door to the magic shop, this is actually, excuse me, one of those kind of like research and development magic shops. Used, and a few mundane technical items as well, but there are like scrolls and things too. Maybe even a few magic weapons and stuff, depending on what they have in stock. There is a small gnome man who has magnifying glass apparatuses on his head that seems to be working on a piece at the back of the store. Just parts strewn all over his table. As you go inside, you see all of the like random machines hanging all over the place. There's like a robot arm that smacks you in the face as you walk in. It's just kind of hanging from the ceiling. There's chains all over. There's a bin full of scrolls. There, it looks like alchemy equipment. It's just a mess.
Hello, sir. What are you working on?
Oh, I'm trying to fix some of the equipment that has been breaking down around here. But wait, who are you people?
Customers.
Customer. You have to excuse me, miss. Most of me customers are about this high.
As he kind of like motions to the height of his head.
We're not from around here. We're just actually in town, I guess, helping with a clocking or something.
Oh, that makes sense. I kind of was wondering why people like you were out here in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, we figured we'd come in here to see if you had anything that could help the mission.
Oh, I mean, got all kinds of things for sale. What are you looking for?
I'm always interested in spell scrolls. What do you have available?
Not much. It's been a while since we've actually seen the college. Got a couple for some cantrips, a couple of one level 1 spell scrolls.
What scrolls are those?
Oh, let's see here. I've got a scroll of false life.
What would anyone use a spell like that for?
Unfortunately, necromancy is not looked down upon here. We still have strict regulations on it, but
No, I'm
It's
good
just-
with plus life scroll. Thank you.
all right. Let's just say the college likes to experiment. Let's see here. Sword burst, and oh, interesting. Tensor floating disc.
You say tensors floating disc?
Yep.
How much for that?
Let's see. That one would be 50 gold.
What else you got? I like to make.
I've got a couple of magic items around here.
Ooh, what kind of magic items?
Actually, never mind.
Looks around at shop. Is
You
nothing
don't
in
have
here for
anything?
sale?
No, actually, I just remembered the one magic item I had the other day. Sold it. I've got some technomechanical things here, though. Let me see what I might.
Wait,
Half
so as a
order.
magic shop, you had one item?
And I specialize more in like the magic. I infuse things here.
What kind of infused things you got?
Let's see. I have a few mana rifles as you kind of the guns that are hanging on the wall.
No,
Do not hand
no,
it to her.
She's actually going to step away from the rifles. No thanks on that. What else?
Let's see here. I have these gloves here. As he, like a box with a pair of gloves on them out.
What are those?
I call them thunder gloves. You twist this dial here as it like, shows you like a little key that's on the side of them. And anything that you try and grab, nasty shock.
You need gloves to do that?
You don't need gloves to do that. You can do it with magic, but some people just don't have that infuse. So we infuse them in the gloves themselves.
What else?
Those gloves sound sweet if I could have any room for them.
As Ren holds up her hand and like a little electricity goes between the fingers.
Laughs in already attuned to 3 items.
she laughs and I don't need gloves to do that.
Actually, am I?
And
Yeah, I got 3 things I'm attuned to.
Let's see here. Oh. I've got, let's see. Yes, here we are. I got this bow.
As he pulls another case up onto his counter, and he opens it up, and inside is a beautiful recurve bow.
what did it do?
Let's see. Extra torque.
Actually,
Pulleys. Extra torque within the string itself. These pulleys here cause the arrows to hit a little bit harder. On top of that, this one actually has a special infusion into it. It channels energy whenever it's pulled back. Any of the kinetic energy actually gets forced back into the tip of the arrow. So it actually heats it up.
Hmm?
Oh.
How much something like that go for?
Yeah, it's a little pricey. Probably gonna sit you back maybe 800 gold.
Wasn't Naran looking for a new bow?
That's all you, Naran.
You think we could down a little bit from the 800? Certainly got our attention.
I don't know. I mean, it's a lovely piece. It took me quite a bit of time to put together.
Well, what if there was a package deal?
I don't even know if I could put it together with a package.
Do you do custom work?
I do, and depending on what you want done.
So she's going to take the time to describe a tiara and what she wants it to do. And the spell she wants, comprehend language.
Oh. That's a bit out of my wheelhouse, I'm afraid. That's more straight enchantment. I can more manipulate the magic around mechanical parts than I can actually infusing spells into things.
What if it was a mechanical tiara?
I mean, I don't know. I suppose I could probably affix a voice recorder to it and probably a couple of transmutation crystals, and the thing would be more of a helmet though than.
No, I'll find an enchanter. Don't worry. It was more of a joke. Naran. Naran is mute. He has forgot how to speak to us.
And I tried to help a homie out here.
Dun dun dun.
Did you say 30 for that floating disc spell?
Did I?
Yeah, I think you did.
Roll deception.
Damn!
Yeah, I suppose I did.
I give him 30 gold for it.
Okay. He hands you the scroll. You have a Tensor's floating disc scroll.
Also, can you tell me what this is for exactly? And I pull the evocation stuff.
That's a piece of iron.
No magic?
I mean, there's a little on it, but not much.
Can't
Honestly,
even be
don't.
done with it.
I don't know. You could smelt it down into iron. Though you wouldn't get much. Maybe enough for a few bullets. Maybe some arrowheads.
Thought this was your specialty. Alright, I put it back away.
Oh, it is, but there's not much magic on that thing.
Take my scroll and walk out.
I'm just saying, right? It's a pretty neat bow, but I just feel like it's a little high up there. Don't think you'd be willing to come down a little bit?
I mean, it is some of my best work.
Some of your best work
God,
so far.
I'm so not confident in these persuasion rolls that are about to happen.
Yeah.
I'm so not confident.
Roll it.
Can I?
Here's
Can I
attempt
help?
one.
But I grabbed
can I
her by
help
the
her?
arm, and can I help?
Oh,
There you go.
But I was gonna.
come on! Oh! Yes!
Unfortunately, it was a disadvantage. Because he's really not that keen on dropping the thing.
Okay.
Bastard!
Well, guidance on the first roll, then.
But you did beat him, so.
Okay.
I mean, this is a lovely piece. Let's see how much he'll take off.
Just for the joke of it, I have advantage on persuasions because of what we did during that year.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
you're trying to help us with our issue, right?
Absolutely.
I suppose I could probably drop it down to about 600.
Hmm.
Old. You do
You know-
trades?
What do I have?
Sure, I trade. I need parts. Anything you have?
You take diamonds?
I could use those as focusing crystals.
Yeah. Here's a diamond.
All right.
So
Phrase it, and he's not an idiot. So
I was gonna say, at least he should know its value.
Oh my. Let's see. There's a few flecks off of it here. Worth about 900.
Just gonna look at him, just give him that stare.
I mean, I've told you what I think it is. If you wanted to get it appraised from someone else, how much I can give you for it?
You know what? I like you.
Oh,
I'll do it. So I'll take my 400 change.
roll a charisma check.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Oh, it was on the 19 too.
You know what? Maybe I could give you a bit more for it. How's 1100 sound?
Oh. Thank you. Yes.
It's not as bad as I thought. I mean, it is quite lovely.
What color are his eyes?
They're gray, actually.
Right. They're not as pretty as your lovely gray eyes.
Yes. Well, I probably need to be heading back to work now. Here. Enjoy the bow. Then here's your money. As he opens up the cash register and just like dumps a bag of coins in front of you.
Okay, so is it my correct change, or is it just random number?
Did you double 1100 and give us a free bow?
Right?
No, it's let's see. It is there's 700 gold in that bag.
Oh, okay. Well, she'll pick it up.
Just
I'd be glad if you could come by again. I'd love to see you.
Of course, before I leave for sure.
Wonderful. I look forward to it. It's been a very bright day today.
It really has. And as she picks the bow up, she's gonna blow him a kiss and walk over to Ron and hand him the bow.
And he is blood red right now.
Oh, Narana or the shopkeeper?
The shopkeeper.
Oh.
Ron's gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, "Oh damn, I got a nice bow."
Right?
Yup.
What do you mean wake up tomorrow?
Hey, he's alive!
I've been here the entire time.
We've been talking to you.
Right?
No, you haven't.
Yes. I've said Raylan's name like 15 times.
You said my name. You were not talking to me.
They were trying to get your attention to talk to you.
I was just sitting back and being my normal self, observing everything's going on.
Well, either way, Ren has approached you now with this bow in her hand.
I bow and gladly take it.
Yeah, sorry for getting us kicked out of the last shop. I know you were trying to buy some stuff.
It is what it is.
Enjoy! And then she's
I
gonna
nod.
trot back to the rest of the group.
Is there anything else anybody's looking for in the shop?
I think we'll take what we got unless somebody else got something.
Do you have anything that teaches how to work firearms?
Can I say it again?
Do you have anything that teaches someone how to use firearms?
I do have a couple of manuals.
Yes, actually, I do have one book. A very good one, beginner's guide.
Just the one beginner's guide? No intermediate or an advanced to go along with it?
No, unfortunately, just the beginner's guide.
How much?
2 gold if you want it.
Give him 2 gold.
Good. And he gives you the book.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Do you by chance have any vision enhancing items?
Like what exactly?
Anything?
With a nat 20, he does. It depends on what you're looking for. I do have a site.
You have a what?
I have a few things that enhance your sight. Just all depends on what you're looking for.
I just want to start by just being able to look.
Oh, oh. Well, Give me just a moment. I have something in back that might be special for you. As he leaves, back into the back of the store, you hear what sounds like tiny footsteps going upstairs, and then above all of you, you're walking around. Apparently, he's gone to his actual home that's over the shop. And after a few minutes, there's some rustling around upstairs, and he comes back down with another small, very beautiful rosewood case. And as he opens it up, there is a small pair of goggles in it. Look similar to welding goggles, but they're a little bit smaller. Not the full face mask thing, obviously, just like a pair of goggles. So this was a special project I worked on for many years. It can give you limited sight. For a limited time period. You see this here, this crank here. It kind of points to a key that's on the side.
No.
Oh, right. Of course you don't. No. Anyway, this key on the side here, it spins focusing crystals to give you a limited time being able to actually see.
How easy are the crystals to recharge or get new ones?
Well, the divination magic in the crystals themselves charge kinetically. There's another special crank here. Is kind of motions to the other side. Wind that up after you're done with them, and unfortunately, they only work for.
Work for how long?
An hour.
Huh.
And you can only see in black and white. But good for reading.
Are they charged?
They should be charged now, yes. They haven't been used for quite some time.
Can I try them out?
Of course. It kind of lifts them out of the box and winds the key on the side. Hey, here you are. Try them on.
I'm going to sit down and let him put them on my head.
Okay. You'll have to take your mask off.
Yeah.
Does everyone see you?
I mean, I would imagine that I'm facing away from everybody.
Okay. So they don't actually get to see Brad's eyes.
His all-seeing eyes.
So yeah, he takes your mask off, and as he finally sees your eyes, he's, oh, interesting. And as he puts the mask on your head, sure enough, Brad, yeah, you can see this small gnome man in front of you. He has kind of a salt and pepper beard, not too long, almost like a goatee, little mustache, so like messy black hair on his head, and again, he's wearing one of those magnifying apparatuses on his head.
Are you sure they're on?
Is it not working right? Is there here, let me try this again. He kind of like leans over the side of your head and just like flips some things. Ah, there you go. Advantage on your perception check. Yeah, Everything I just described to you, you see perfectly.
Yes. They are working now.
Ah, there you go. He kind of waves to you. Hello.
Are these goggles like clear? Like
You can only see black and white.
no, I meant like are they clear like people could see in them?
No, they can't.
Okay.
There's a black screen on the front. Like I said, they're kind of like welding goggles.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, this is fantastic. Turn around. Hey guys. I'm gonna wave.
First time ever, you actually see all your companions.
Oh my god.
Well, what's that mean?
Yeah, it's just different.
So I'll have to describe them to you now. You see a tiefling man that seems... Hey, he has kind of like spiky hair parted over to one side and a long tail flowing out from behind him. You see a small, what looks like shifter girl with kind of short bobbed hair, these little bear ears on top of her head. There's a young woman that seems to be wearing what looks like some kind of priestess robes with a vest and a cowboy hat. There's a little mouse sitting on her shoulder. Ferret that keeps biting at her ankles. There are two elves also. One who seems to be wearing some kind of... oh wait, no, she's not wearing that anymore, actually. A elf woman who has hair that looks like it's been singed short, and is wearing clothes very similar to the young shifter girl. And you see another elf man who is wearing what looks to be some kind of leather military uniform, almost some kind of scout uniform. He has longer hair, and even in black and white, you can tell his complexion is a little darker than the other elf.
You guys are smaller than I thought you would be.
Smaller?
Yeah. I knew you guys were short, but like... Just shorter than I imagined. So how
Yeah.
So, can you see, like, how much? Like,
see everything? It's just... I mean, I don't know, really. Color exists. So I'm just
Yeah, you
gonna
don't
say
know what-
everything. Yeah. I see
You know what
everything.
color is.
but you can smell color. So you should know.
Makes no sense.
That's the first thing you told me.
I never told you that. That was them.
I feel lied to. Lied to.
And when I say them, I'm gonna get sad because I realize it was not the same them.
Oh.
Yeah. The only one of your original friends left is Tybalt.
I'm not even original.
Yep. That's true.
How much do these cost?
Oh well, they were actually my wife's. She had a similar condition to you.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Same color eyes too. It's interesting.
What did she
Anyway.
do for a living? Was she also a
She didn't do
tinkerer?
anything. She raised my kids and made sure I was out of trouble.
How much trouble could you get into?
You'll be surprised.
Wonderful woman. Miss her dearly. Tell you what. I'm just happy for someone to make use of them, and to be quite honest, if you get to look at that one over as he motions over to Ren, wouldn't mind giving them to you for a bit of a discount.
Discount? I don't want a discount.
All right.
Just happy I can see.
30,000 gold it is.
They are going to be a bit pricey, though. I do warn you.
That's why I ask you how much.
1,200.
I'm going to smile and take them off and put them back in the box and say, thank you for allowing me to see for a little while.
Oh, all right.
And I'm gonna say thank you for showing him. And I'm gonna put that gold on the table.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You saved my ass enough times. And you bought me more than enough food.
What?
So 1,200. Go. Take those glasses and put them back in your hands, Brad.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I really hope you get some great use out of them.
So you just turn these keys.
Right. The one on the right will activate them, and the one on the left will charge them when you're finished.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to turn the one on the left.
Okay. Yep. You crank it. As it starts winding up, you hear some small gears that are kind of turning on the.
I didn't quite catch your name.
Oh, sorry. It's Wilfred.
You have a last name, Mr. Wilfred?
Wilfred Sprocktoggle.
Did you say Sprocktoggle?
Yes.
Did you just make that up?
I completely did.
Well, Mr. Toggle, thank you.
No problem. Appreciate that I can help someone. If any of you need anything from me, please, anything, let me know. Especially you, young lady, as he kind of like spiles over towards Ren.
Oh yeah, when I took that off, I put the other thing back on.
Go.
Don't want to gross anybody out.
So yeah, you now have gray sight goggles.
Do those have to be attuned, or can I just put those on when I want?
They do not have to be attuned because they have a charge. So.
Okay, cool. Maybe now I can like actually stay on watch at night.
Yeah,
Or
they're basically
something.
used like an item. So.
And they can just charge themselves, or is it like one of the crank flashlights? Like,
It's like one of the crank flashlights. You have to turn that crank after you get done with the kinetic energy
Okay.
can build up.
does it have a USB 2.0 or 3.0 to charge it that way?
No. Yeah, there you go. Is there anything else y'all looking for?
I'm going to put them in my bag now. I am.
To go or heading to Cox Fan?
Alrighty. We going to get some sleep, or are we gonna go take a look at the problem?
Is it still early or?
Still pretty early, I think.
Yeah, it's probably about noon. Just afternoon, probably about 12:30.
Okay, well then we probably should go look at what the problem is.
All right.
Okay, I guess we head there.
All right, Wilfred. Thank you for everything. What?
Thank you.
Wonderful to meet you all as well. See you all later. Waves to you all and goes back to working on his project.
Guess we're heading toward our mansion.
What exactly? So we're heading towards a satellite that's down, or like a communication tower that's down, or we haven't established exactly what the
I
problem
think we're
is.
going to this person's house.
Okay.
This administrator's house or office or something.
Well, let's make sure to knock on the door.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yes, woman. That is the good idea. Not just open the door this time.
Watch who you're calling woman as he like places his hand on it.
Yas, queen.
And as you walk down this what was it, Smith Street or whatever it was that leads up to the actual quote unquote nobles district. There's not many nobles here. Most of them are just administrators for the for home. But there are some nicer like gnome homes. But the one main dome is occupied by the actual administrator. Which she actually has, again, topiary out in front of her quote-unquote manor, which is amazing considering that they all live in like a brass dome. More of a fanciful place than the rest of the places, though. As you walk up, though, you knock on the door, and you are greeted by a small man wearing what looks like a tuxedo. No, man. Excuse me. No.
No, man. No, man.
Yes, notes back up here. Welcome to Miss Cog Spanner's estate. What can I help you with?
Is the lady in?
She is. May I ask who's speaking?
It is a delegation from the Clock King.
Oh. Do you have do you have a writ approval?
Veronica.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
What? Me? Oh, sorry. I thought Violet had. Right. Yeah. Here.
As she kind of hands over. Excuse me. God damn it.
Figure it out.
It's a she right now. Damn it. That is.
And I have the writ from the DPL guy. I don't have the writ from the Clock King.
Okay, yeah. I think Devlin's trying to figure that out for himself right now too.
We'll support
questioning
him
his
in
sexuality right
whatever
now.
decision he makes.
Absolutely.
Hopefully to be a woman, because this is fun.
Damn. Sure, one of my NPCs trans. Anyway, well, I guess it's a turn. That's their choice. So he hands over the writ to this butler. Shut up. Hands over this writ to the butler. He looks at it. Oh, all right. Just come in. Just wait in the foyer. I'll come. I'll bring her to you. And as you walk inside, it's fairly nice. You do notice that there is some wooden for gnomes is rare. There seem to be several smaller statues of what look like tiger that are like placed around the room. There is Violet. There's a bearskin rug in the middle of the.
Oh. It's gonna be like that.
Beautiful chandelier hanging over. Eventually, the butler comes back with a gnome woman who has very long blonde hair.
I want to do a history check on the bear rug.
I'd say roll nature. What are you trying to discern from the rug?
That's real or fake?
It's real.
Violet, it's okay. It's a faux rug. It's all
I'd
good.
like to ready in action.
Roll deception.
No, I'm kidding. Oh, now I gotta insight this. You couldn't have rolled higher.
I mean, he's lying to you, but you think it's probably because he's trying to make you feel.
Right. I was hoping I'd fail it so that I could be fooled. But no.
The sentiment's there, just however you want to take it. But yeah, so this smaller gnome woman comes back with the butler. She has longer blonde hair for a gnome. Very like pouty lips with this burgundy lipstick on and blue eyeshadow. Like, she would probably be pretty attractive for a gnome, but she looks trashy.
Oh, she's one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she walks up to all of you and is just like, "Hi."
Hello.
And all of you immediately see Devlin like pinch his eyebrows, just like, "Ah, bitch."
I need to place my hand on Devlin supportingly.
So, Clock King sent you?
Yes. We're here about the lack of communications.
And she's kind of like sitting there, like chewing on her tongue.
All right. So, our communications already went down like a couple weeks ago. We had some guys try and fix it, and we had it up for 2 hours, but they like broke it again.
Is she playing dumb or is she this dumb? I would like to
God,
insight
where
that.
is Kulos? I cannot insight anything. Ah.
You kind of feel like she's playing dumb.
Mm. Are you sure that's all that's happened?
For those of you who, let's see, that would. Oh, actually, no, Ren. Ren, you and Brad both know she's just this dumb.
Okay.
Violet, you think she's playing dumb, though.
Oh,
So after they broke it, did you have to try to fix it again?
But so the problem is we used all the parts trying to fix it the first time. And because of that, now we got nothing to fix it.
There's no one here that could have made replacement parts. I mean, there's no one's after all. Most of you are smart.
Yeah, like we tried that, but we're missing a couple of key pieces.
Who, you said you sent a couple gnomes out. Who exactly are they? What are their names?
Honestly, I really don't remember.
Don't you have paperwork for it or something?
Probably. James, do we have paper? James?
She's like calling over her shoulder.
I look at Devlin, I just mouth, what the fuck?
Right. James!
Yes, ma'am.
Do we have paperwork on this?
Yes, he like goes over to her writing desk and opens it up and like pulls out 2 sheets of paper. Let's see, the names were, what? Wedge and Biggs? That doesn't seem right.
What?
Wedge and Biggs?
Oh man. Oh, I'm not gonna comment on that one.
That's a 2-part reference.
Okay.
Abram should get it because he's been playing Final Fantasy.
I know. I heard the second part. I'm going. I didn't hear you say the first until you said it again. I'm like, yeah.
So yeah, like we sent them back, but one was supposed to go to home. One was supposed to go to Sector 7, right? Yeah. Yeah, he was supposed to go to Sector 7 to get the airport, but we haven't heard from them.
How long ago was this?
It was like a week ago. So, like, we tried everything we could do. So, if you could, like, tell the Clock King to get off my ass, I'd really appreciate that.
No, we're here to fix the array, so you can use communication.
Alright. Well, I guess if you want to do that, you're gonna have Sector 7 and get the parts.
What parts are needed?
We're gonna need a new, crystal extender. What the fuck was that thing called? It's like the part that, like, expands the array and, like, lets it shoot across long distances.
Do you have an engineer that can tell us the missing parts?
Yeah.
I guess there's that guy that's in town that works at that like repair shop. That's who I had working on it before.
We're also gonna need the coordinates of Sector 7.
Yeah, I can do that. James, can you get them the coordinates for 7? Shit. Just go ahead and give them everything, like where they were. They should be under emergency lockdown, so they should like be where they're supposed to be.
Emergency lockdown?
Also,
Yes.
the clocking told us that we were supposed to inspect any high-end items you have in store.
High-end items.
Yeah, this is a storage facility, right?
Alright. Roll deception.
Hey, and I know I'm gonna head out.
Take it
Later.
easy.
80?
Hold on, I'm gonna use Darkman's luck for this.
Okay.
Mm.
Ooh. So like
Fat D10.
so like we've got some what is that stuff? It's like platinum but not.
I
It's-
don't know. You got made for a loss. What is it?
Magic starts with an O.
It's like platinum, but not. Magic starts with an O.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had a bunch of it. We sent to the college, but we got like a little bit of that left. We're full up on iron right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Last
to
I,
check out that. I'm gonna need to take some of the sample of that magic plat.
all right. It's just a little bit of it though. You'll have to go talk
What the hell?
quartermaster. Like he's got all like the stuff.
I'm sure I'm gonna need some kind of like authorization, so if you give me that as well.
Okay. She like goes up to the writing desk and like writes down on a piece of paper and pulls out a wax seal and stamps her seal down on it. There you go.
Is does she smell like booze?
No, actually, she
Okay.
smells like very cheap perfume.
Okay. Just wondering if there was any mind-altering things going on here.
Remember, we're here to help you. So if there's anything you need us for, just let us know.
Right, and we're like so appreciative of that. She's like looking down at her nails.
And what was the name of the quartermaster we have to see?
I think his name is like Dave or Bill or Frank.
Do you know which one it is?
His name was Thomas, ma'am. Oh, yeah, that one.
Sounds good.
So the piece of paper that you have, it is very beautifully written as far as like calligraphy, but it just says give them the O shit. Signed E.
Great.
So yeah, like if you could help us out with that, then stuff, we can actually find out where the. Maybe we could go home.
That That's the plan, to get you back up and running so you can get home.
Yeah, these bitches out here when we're like out in the desert, like they suck at doing my nails.
And what was the name of the lead engineer again?
Say it again.
What was the name of the lead engineer that knows the actual names of the items we need?
His name was like Tom or
Guy that runs the
Jerry,
shop.
or I don't Wilfred, ma'am. His name was Wilfred. Oh, right, Wilfred. So, like, what else do you want?
Not about what we want.
I just want to get out of here and, like, because I want to get back to the king so he can, you know, congratulate us for this haul we are pulling in. Hey, who's that, like, girl that's with you there?
Veronica?
Veronica.
She looks familiar.
She's a beautiful lady.
Devlin's, like, sweating bullets. My name is Veronica. Nice to meet you. I've never seen you in my life. Alright, whatever. Just, like, go get the stuff and fix the thing.
Will do.
Like, tell that chick she needs to fucking learn how to contour or something. Like, she looks like a fucking clown. Like, ugh.
Rich.
Wait, is she talking smack?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Rin is going to... Nope, she's going to compose herself. She's going to turn around for a minute, though. She will make a comment to Veronica. I guess some women just get mad when someone more beautiful walks in.
It's okay.
And I will say it loud enough that it can be heard.
She is not paying attention. The other one's like, it's okay, she only thinks she's pretty when she's got a dick in her mouth. And
I don't know if the temple has enough drinks to make her look pretty.
That's so funny. Okay, so like, go do the thing. I got a thing I gotta go do. Yeah, go ahead and log out. Okay, bye. As she like walks away. Just whenever you can get it fixed, inform us.
Question for you.
Yes.
Do you have the paperwork in regards to the attempts to fix it, as well as those who were working on it?
We don't, but I believe, Master, Sportoggle, I believe it was, he should have.
Because I think that's going to be something that we'll need to see so that we can tell the Clock King that there's actually attempts made to fix it. He's going to want to see documentation, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. I would ask him. He should have it.
Where do we find him again? If it's been mentioned before.
He owns a small mechanic shop in the center of town. Next to that, there's a bookstore. I think it's there's.
Oh, is that the name of the
I'm
dude?
sure we can find it. Thank you, sir.
I forgot his name already.
Yeah, we're going back. We're gonna make his day. We're gonna make his day.
So yeah. Heading back into town.
I was about to do bear things there. I hope you know that.
I know.
It was gonna happen.
Darn bonds of a good character.
Have we left the inn or the manor yet?
Have you?
Huh?
Have you?
We were heading out to back into the
Yes,
My
we're headed
question
back.
is the butler still around with us while we're walking by the bearskin rug?
It was in front of you. I don't know if any of you were actually it. And at this point, he's probably ushered you all to the door. So.
Oh, okay.
So, what would you like to do now?
I say we go find the engineer. We need to collaborate with him, figure out what parts it's missing.
Yep, I guess it's back to Wilfred's shop.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea.
Make your way back into town.
Yep, head back to the shop, I guess.
Find your way back to Wilfred's shop, and there he is, still working on the same project. As the bill dingles, you hear him. Oh, darn it! It's not fitting in here. Hello. Welcome to Wilfred's Wonders. What are you? Oh, hello. It's you again. Lovely to see you, ma'am. What can I do for you all? I mean, you all just were here not long ago.
And I just couldn't wait to see you again.
Oh, I really appreciate that.
But we also we're here about the communications array.
Oh, right. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier. You said you were fixing the problem, and right. I was working on that project myself before. Unfortunately, the parts we had were subpar, and they didn't actually work the way they were supposed to.
What happened to making new ones?
No, we can't. Well, the spare parts we have here are just no good for what we need them to do. Feel like someone was trying to cut corners.
Unfortunate.
They said that that you guys had it running for a short time, right?
Right.
Is it possible that we could do maybe just a really quick repair, get a word out that what's going on, and then maybe take it back down before it breaks?
Unfortunately, no, the communication capacitor blew. Overloaded. If we're going to get it fixed, we're going to need a new capacitor, a new projection array. Probably a new regulator.
And that's it?
That's it.
Above game Mally, money. Back into it. Where we can find these things at 7 is what I was made to understand.
Yes, 7 was supposed to have some more spare parts. Ours.
How far away is 7 from here?
And I don't know. I don't have the coordinates myself.
We do.
I was gonna say, didn't we get the cords?
You did?
So who's given the paper with the coordinates?
I think Tibble was given all that stuff.
Okay, I give him the coordinates.
Oh. Let's see here. Southeast of the Silver Sands. This is no, it's not too close to the edge. But it's not that far. You can probably get there in about a half day's journey.
It's only a half day's journey?
Yes.
And so you guys have sent one group to go there, from my understanding, right?
From what I understand, they've sent one scout out, yes.
There's been no further attempts to send somebody to go get these parts?
I honestly can't tell you. I don't question what the administrator does. She's the one that runs.
Well, she's running it one way, I suppose.
Between you and me, I kind of agree.
Speaking of the administrator, I was given this writ. Do you know what this O stuff is?
Oh. She's given you to Orichalcum?
I guess so.
What the bloody hell is wrong with her? Well, there wasn't much left. I think just a couple of chunks of it, but...
And where's the foreman for the warehouse?
Let's see. He's over on the side of town.
Okay, I'm gonna go check that out after.
Alright. Can you write those parts down on a piece of paper for us so that we can make sure we get exactly what you need?
Oh, of course. As he pulls out his ledger. Oh, here, actually. This is what you're looking for. As he hands you the invoice for the work that he did before.
Okay. And are all the dates kind of proper, lined up with everything that the administrator told us and what we know?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Alright, well, so... And this will also serve as proof that the repair attempts were made.
Yes.
Okay.
And the parts you need are a mana regulator, an energy capacitor, and a projection array.
Sorry, one more time. You said capacitor.
Energy capacitor, a mana regulator.
Okay.
And a projection array.
Alright.
All I heard was flux capacitor, gonculator, and a mirror.
Now, they should have some of that stuff in their maintenance department. If not, they probably have it in R&D. Which was, they do a good job of speculating in that satellite, but they've been doing a lot of experimentation over there, too. Not in the magical sense, but more of the
Is there anything else that we need to know?
I could think of. I mean, if you give me the parts, I can put the thing together again, and we can talk to the rest of them.
Well, I guess go to the storage depot, get those samples we needed, and
Yeah, do you guys want to spend the night here and go in the morning, or what?
it might make sense to stay here at night and go in the morning.
I agree.
If you want, I've got some extra rooms in my house. No point in you all spending extra money on a room for the evening. After all, you spent a lot of money here today.
You have 7 rooms?
No, but I have a couple of large bedrooms. Maybe the girls could sleep together, or one could stay with me, I suppose.
I mean, I
It's up to you guys.
Would have a problem sleeping with Violet.
I would never have a problem sleeping with you, big boy.
Oh, sure. If we don't have room, I suppose that'd be all right. I do have a futon in my room you could sleep on. So long as you're not accosted by eldritch horrors in your sleep.
Can't make any promises. Which house is yours? What time do you get off?
It's above the shop here. I close up at about 8 in the evening.
Alright, sounds good.
Well, we got what we need here. Let's head to the storage.
Yeah, let's head to the storage.
And as you all have secured your place for the evening, you kind of know what the issue is here. Want to throttle the fucking administrator as much as Devlin does, I'm sure.
Oh, it's not want. It's going to happen.
And we will say with that, we'll find out what happens next week. And that is where we'll end here for tonight.
Well, I might have to make a stop by our little garage o' gold when we're done with this. It's like I had plans for this, but those glasses seemed way too important for Brad to miss out on.
Myself, I'm like, man, they're actually going to try and move the story forward.
Shopping trip.
Turn into a shopping session. Yeah, fuck you, go Charlie's.
It was a pretty fun session, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been a shopping trip, but it was a fun shopping trip.
Probably.
It was good.
What
Yeah.
did you say to him?
But I would be okay sleeping in the same room with Violet.
Okay, I misheard that. I thought you said that Violet wouldn't have being in that room.
Terry just sleep with Violet.
Okay, I was like, man, this guy did not just rouse this man up and throw me under the bus.